see. Oh, what? I think that's leaking, is it? Oh my gosh, it is leaking. Actually, I need to put my green screen on. Maybe not that one. What picture is that? Going to put find a green screen to put on because I'm driving. That one's nice. Okay, done. My car. I just had my, oh, I can't go that way. Just had my car serviced, which I've been waiting a long time to have my car serviced, and I believe to have finally had it done. Although I got a quote for a whole bunch of things that's apparently wrong with my car, which I had a lot of, I was trying to really fight off anxiety about that. Because, how much did my car service cost? My car service cost me $259. And my car is an older car. What else can I mention? And I had to get my tires changed, so I had that done. Someone said that, no, your tires should be fine. You know, you probably can get a few more months out of them. And I'm thinking, I'm not so sure about that. So after I had my car service, he said, oh, look, the tires are like basically on the outside starting to go bald. So I just try not to run people over. What was I saying? Yeah, so the mechanic guy said I had to get my tires replaced, changed. So I did that. But that doesn't include any wheel alignment, which is annoying. But I thought, you know what, I've got to get the tires replaced. Like, it's not worth getting pulled over and police say that my wheels are bad and I get a fine or something. So at least I've got those two things done. I had a car service and new tires. And they were on special, so that's good. They're like the Kumo. Is it Kumo brand? And although I'm relieved to have had that done, but not fully relieved because he gave me a quote for all these things he's saying is wrong with my car, which basically comes up to like $2,500. And a quote for having my, what is it? It's crazy. I don't even know anymore. Power steering pump, $1,375 to get a new power steering pump. Like, doesn't that sound like a lot? Hello, Scott. Howdy. Power steering pump, $1,375. I'm like, I don't even know about that. I think I'm going to maybe get a second opinion. And it's not that I want to assume that everything's supposed to be cheap, you know. I mean, they're not a charity. Oh, crap, where are my glasses? Oh. Yeah, I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Scott. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, sorry, my strict filter just sometimes flags certain words. So anyway, I think it's just frustrating when you realize maintaining cars is just this non-stop expense. It's like I feel like I'm just living to like pay for my car, that's all. And you know, I was so grateful to get some of my tax returns back, but after buying a few things for myself, like little things I needed and stuff for my kids, you know, I wanted to buy them a few things like clothes and stuff like that. And after getting my car serviced and new tires, I've literally got nothing left. And I'm like, oh crap. Like, how? It's like, yeah. But you know what? Like, I'm starting work soon, so that should, you know, improve things. Yeah, it's a little bit rainy and cloudy here in Brisbane. What's that? What the heck is that? What is that? Why is that on my seat? What's this? This little... Anyway, at least my fan belt isn't squeaking, because since I had my alternator replaced, the fan belt was squeaking really loudly, and then so they're like, oh well, it's just an old fan belt, so you need a new fan belt. And I'm thinking, well, before I had the alternator replaced, there was no squeaking, and so I had that replaced, and it was just been squeaking. It kept squeaking, and I thought, you know what, like, I'm so tired of trying to say that it didn't work, and I just sort of gave up. But it seems, I think the squeaking's gone since I did the car service, so anywho, yeah, I'm doing well enough, you know, I shouldn't complain, like, yeah. I'm just trying to get my mind focused for starting work next week, and, you know, just thankful to God for that opportunity, because I'd been looking for work since mid-February after quitting support work, so it's been like a bit of a painful experience, as you can imagine, right? It's sort of, hello? Yeah, so. But I'm happy to have new tires. That's what I've been wanting for months. So I've got new tires, and they had a sale. But the only thing is, it didn't include the wheel alignment. So it's like, why shouldn't that wheel alignment be part of having the tires changed? Like, it's like they're just trying to, I just felt like, honestly, with this, sometimes these big franchise mechanics just want to, they don't like cars like mine, because my car is actually very easy to fix. And they're trying to find ways to suck money out of me I don't have. I'm like, you're looking at a woman here. I'm not some rich businessman. Hello, Robert, and hello, Lizard. Who are you talking to, Robert? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? So what's happening? What is new? So I was just having a little bit of a, I don't want to say I'm complaining, I'm just expressing my, you know, feelings, because we'll have feelings, don't we? About my car being serviced, my car service. So my car service cost $249, and my car's like a year 2000 model sedan, right? Anyway, and so someone tried to tell me, like, no, I don't think you need to get your tires done. You still have a good few months in it. You really shouldn't waste your money. But then the mechanic guy said, after I had my service done, like, yeah, you really should get your tires replaced, because they're boarding on the outside at some 1.5 something, and it says like if you get pulled over, like you really could get in trouble. And you know what? I sort of believe him. I'm like, you know, I'm quite sure it is due. And so I got them replaced for 180. That's pretty good, right? Because they had a special, but that didn't include wheel alignment. But then the power steering pump, the mechanic's saying it's going to cost, how much is it? $1,375. Yeah, $1,375 to get a power steering pump, like I guess a new one, and replacing it. I'm like, what? Oh. Anyway, I mean, we aren't all expert. Just doing that reconnecting thing. But yeah, like we're not all expert on cars, are we? And some people are honest mechanics. I feel like some of the big franchises just, you know, they've got to find a way to make money out of my car, because I don't think I want to go back to them. I just don't have a good feeling, because he never even got back to me about my control unit. They're an auto electrician. I'm just like, feel disappointed. Like, you know, when you leave a place feeling a bit low, like, I really don't think they give a crap. Like, I know they're not there to like be charitable towards women and go, oh, we feel sorry for you, we won't rip you off. I don't know. I'm gonna stop in a minute so I can read properly, but you know, I'm grateful I have new tires. That's a plus. And then once I start working, my income is stable, you know, I can chip away at some of the other little quote items and maybe look for a new mechanic. And not because I'm trying to necessarily say 100% no or believe they're like trying to overcharge me or overprice me, but I don't know, I feel like they might be. And I think I'm going to get a second opinion, and hopefully that also means I might find an honest mechanic that's not trying to like suck every last cent out of me. Cent or dollar, whatever you want to call it. But I'm quite sure the squeaking's gone. Oh, I had like what do you call it? I've typed in some information in ChatGPT about my car stuff, and ChatGPT was saying I should get some like simple soap and rub it along the fan belt because it creates like a dry lubricant or something. Is that true? Does anyone know? Hello, Andre. Oh, okay, you have an awesome day, Lizard. Yeah. No, I'm not driving right now. Hello, Andre. I've just stopped driving. Yes, God bless you too, Andre. I don't think I'm gonna go stay with strangers, Andre, but yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah, I just stopped driving. I don't think I'll be traveling. Maybe someday. It's not really a priority. Traveling's not really a priority. Like, financially, it's like all the money I have goes towards my car, or just trying to do a few things for my health. Like, okay, you know what? I need to take care of my body because I live in my body, right? So I'm like, let me try buy some vitamins or just this and that you need. But educated, no, I don't have a degree or even a diploma, but I've spent many years taking care of my children, so that was a huge part of my life that I focused on, because for me it's very stressful being a parent, depending on what you can handle. So the thought of like trying to juggle children plus juggle studying, I was so worried that I might not be able to focus and it would be too stressful. So I didn't end up continuing studying as much as I really did want to. Okay, yeah, well, thanks, Scott. Appreciate the compliment. But one thing I did get, and I really wanted to get, what do you call it? You get these squishy things that are good for stress. I got one of them for my kids, and I didn't realize they were so popular. They're like these squishy cube, squishy things, and I bought one of my kids that, and I went back to go get another one, and it turns out, what's that? Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so they got these squishy things, and I got some for my kids, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and get one for myself, because when I'm sort of worrying about everything or starting to think a lot about stuff I'm dealing with, right? So there's like, see this thing? What do you call it? What does it say? Jumbo squishy duck. But I wanted to get, there's like these little cubes. It's like a squishy thing. Hello, Manish. And the little squishy cubes are so much better because it's like a stress ball, and you just squish it, and it's like a much harder squishy substance inside the cube. But look at that. It's like I'm imagining this is what a breast implant feels like. Not that, you know, I'm just being silly, but it's like, look at that. And it's just got air inside of it. Actually, it's got air inside of it. But I wanted to get the little cube, but anyway, so yes, good morning, Manish. Didn't you say you don't speak too much English? Is that right? You have you have the stress balls. Yeah, but they're good because you sort of also, when you're squeezing like those squishy things or the stress balls, it strengthens your hands, right? But anyway, I don't know. I just decided to get it. It was like $6, $6 or $8 or $6 for that. See, it's just like, look. So I think there's like something inside. Is there something inside of it? Oh, there's actually glitter in it. So if you pop this, you're gonna get glitter everywhere. See that? Yeah. Indian Hindi song. Yes, all different songs are basically stimulate different emotions, right? You get happy songs that make you feel like exercising or dancing, just make you feel upbeat and happy. Some other songs make you feel sad, nostalgic, blah, 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 right? Anywho, yeah, that's basically my morning so far. Was, what's this? Hidden message? Yeah, it is cheap, isn't it? But it's just fun to have these little things, you know? When you never buy any little fun thing for yourself, life gets a bit heavy, you know what I mean? Like, you just want little things to enjoy. I can't really sit on, you know, I can't really be out in public squishing this, but it's actually nice. I do like that. No wonder why they are popular. But I wanted to get the cubes, but they had these lots and lots of these like squishy stress cube things that you squish at Kmart yesterday, and I got one for my kid. And I was thinking about getting two. I'm like, no, we'll just get one. And then after he was playing with it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really, I really like this. I want to go back and get another one. So I went back and they didn't have any in stock. So I'm like, oh, they're obviously very popular. Squishy cubes, whatever they were. Very popular items. But yeah, I'm happy I got my tires replaced, but not too happy about my massive quote for a power steering pump. That's crazy. Anyway, I mean, that's life, right? Cars are just, I don't know. But anywho, I did get myself some beetroot juice stuff. So I'm just trying to take care of my health anyway. Yeah, where did you say you're from again, Scott? Didn't you say you're in England? I think I might save that. I mean, I literally have, I already drank one juice. I bought 3 juices and they're like $6 each. So I'm just feel guilty for spending money on myself, but then, oh, England. How is it there anyway? If it's winter in Australia, is it summer over there? Because I feel like the winter here hasn't been too cold, which is actually good. This is actually really nice. Celery and apple. So they freshly squeeze it at the little fruit and veggie shop, which is nice because, yeah, I don't have a juicer. What else did I get? I got these, what do you call them? You know, just simple stuff that I thought kids would like. They're like these ice cube tray. It's like $3. And then now I feel bad for even spending money on stuff. So it's like, summer's finished, is it? Oh, I mean, it's summer over there. No, it's not over, yeah. Okay. So what's the actual weather like in England? Like for your summer? I bet it's not that hot, is it? Like, is England summer hot enough that it makes you sweat, or? I mean, I could Google it, but it's nice to ask actual people, right? Instead of asking the internet every single time. Anywho, you see that? That's just a photo I took of near South Bank. See that picture behind me, my green screen? That's I was waiting for the ferry in South Bank. There's a ferry, like a ferry city cat that goes over the river to the actual main city area. So yeah. Well. It's sunny. Okay, see, sweating. Yeah, I feel like last summer here in Brisbane was very very hot. I used to complain all the time. Like, I was just on my live streams, I was complaining a lot because I was just constantly sweating while driving. Not very nice. I've got the juice on me. Oh my gosh, I wanted to stand longer, but I've got to go. Oh gosh, I got a lot of stuff happening. Transition periods of doing new things and having new routines. And oh, that's right, today's Friday, right? Today's Friday. Do any of you have anything planned for the weekend? Any fun stuff happening, or how's cost of living in England? Are you there, Scott? How's cost of living? Is it getting as bad as Australia, or? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Hey, so hope you'll have an awesome weekend. I don't know when I'm gonna be back on. If I need to drive, oh no. Yeah, what am I gonna do? But I really want to go and have a coffee. Let me check that. It's really... Oh, really? Manchester's not safe to walk around? That's sad, isn't it? Oh, Guy, that comments later. Were you been on here before, Guy? Hello? Later, as in you mean you're going? Oh, sorry. Sorry, the filter's like blocking some stuff. Yes, Jesus Christ is King. I believe that. As much as I'm not here, and I'm not some type of evangelizer or prophet, because I don't feel like I am at all. Oh, later, Guy. Does later mean like you saying goodbye? Didn't even say hello, but okay. Okay then, later. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I've got to make some phone calls and whatever else. What's that? Hopefully they make solar desert pods. Yeah, I don't know, Guy. Where are you, Guy? Are you in Australia? Or no? Oh, hello, Christian. Okay, thanks, Scott. Yeah, things are just like, what's going on? I mean, there's always been something that's going on, right? Around the world for hundreds of years, there's always been something horrible happening, but it's just like a little bit worrying. What's happening, Christian? I'm okay. I'm gonna go in a minute. I just want to go and have a coffee, but my outros are a bit slow sometimes. I got my car serviced this morning, and my car service costs $249, which is fine. And I have an older car, so I think my car's reasonably like a good older cheap car to fix, right? Anyway, so I'm thinking of getting a second opinion because they gave me a massive quote of all these things I need to get fixed. And anyway, I got back and he said, yeah, maybe you should change your tires because they're going bald starting to go bald on the outside, like 1.5 something. I forget what he meant by that. And I thought, fine, like they were for $180, the Kumo tires. They had a sale. So I got the tires replaced. So the quote was massive. So I'm thinking of getting a second opinion. Because he's telling me that my power steering pump will cost $1,375, I guess, to replace and to install. And the total quote, which did include the tires in there, which I had actually managed to do, so $2,756.90 is my quote amount, except the tires were added in there. So it's approximately around, what do you call it? 2,500 something, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, really? Like, seriously, that much? I just don't really believe it. And they never got back to me about my control unit. So I'm just thinking, honestly, they don't really care. They just want, like, cars that are more expensive to fix. I mean, like... What? you sure about, wait, Christian, are you saying you're a female? What do you mean? Is that a joke? You joking? Okay. I don't know if that's a joke or not. Because as far as I know, Christian is a male name, isn't it? So if I'm assuming you're a male because you have... So you're a male or you're a woman? Woman? Or you had your uterus removed? Yeah. I'm a male, but I'm just saying that. Okay, funny. Yeah. Do you think that mechanics do try overcharge you? Do you think that happens? You're a man now. Okay. No. Well, if you're a woman and you remove your uterus, doesn't make you a man. Just makes you a woman without a uterus. But anyway, I'm gonna go. So I hope you'll have an awesome weekend. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Remember, it's Friday, not Friday. Friday. And okay, I'm gonna go. So so adios. Take care of yourselves. I've got to go get some stuff done. So yeah, I'll be on another time. So take care. Ciao. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, take care of yourselves. Hey, I've got to go. Oh, hello, Joshua. I was about to go. I'm okay. How are you? Did you just get on? Leaving, have fun. Okay. Okay, yeah, you too. Have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll be on another time. I just probably didn't get on at the best time because I have to go anyway. Because I've only been on here for like 33 minutes. Yeah, you were late. Wait, where are you again, Joshua? Are you in, did you say you're in Australia? Sometimes I can't remember where everyone is from, but. Do you know much about cars at all? Oopsie. Oh no, I squished my little air thing. My air freshener. Oopsie. America. Yeah, the world's a big place, isn't it? I was just saying earlier, I mean, I will get off in a minute, but I was just saying earlier, I got my car serviced. I had a car service for my old car. Oh, you're back, guy. You're in Los Angeles. It's a ghost town. Is that because it's so hot over there? Yeah, so my, because my car is like a 2000 model, right? It's a 2000 model. And, so anyway, my car service cost $249. So I had that done. I went back to pick my car up and he had a big quote of all the things wrong with my car, which totaled, where is my flipping quote? $2,775. $2,756, right? And that included the $180 tires, the Kumo ones that are on sale at the moment. So I just said, look, I can afford to get my tires replaced, but everything else, like, that's a lot of money. And he just, confidently and quickly said, oh yeah, well, a lot of wear and tear things, these happen. They think parts get old. But the most expensive item is a power steering pump. Power steering pump at $1,375 for a power steering pump. And anyway, Yeah. Oh, you're in America. Okay. Does that sound about right? A power steering pump would cost $1,375 to replace and install. Yeah. But I just thought maybe I'll get a second opinion because they're more of a franchise mechanic. Sometimes I think they just want to, I don't know. I don't know if I should go to a smaller mechanic or not. A wheelchair bearing in front. Wow, 1,400. Yeah, that's a lot. Just even for a wheelchair, Joshua. Yeah, well, and I don't want to trash my old car. Hey, Christian. No, I'm not. I was feeling pretty good until I got my quote for my car. So I'm just a little bit annoyed. I'm not annoyed. I just feel a bit like it's another burden to worry about. And I'm trying not to overthink it. Like I've got to feel happy. Like I got my tires replaced and I got a service. I thought that would have been enough, but not like this whole list of, oh, but there's all these things wrong with your car and it's going to cost you $2,700. I don't have that money. Wheel bearings. Wow, I know. Everything's maintenance. Oh, so they're right. So there is a desert next to LA. Is that right, Guy? No way. I didn't even know that. 1,000 a year for an old car is cheap. Well, this isn't even for a year. I had my alternator replaced last year, and that cost, and plus I needed new windscreen wipers and that new, what do you call it? New, the belt. What's the belt called? The belt thingy. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. So since I bought this car, I've had a few things to repair, like, and that's probably, what do you call it? The air filter, something. I mean, that's where all the water is, isn't it, Guy? I mean, that's what most people live along closer to the coastal lines or wherever, I guess, there's massive rivers. And if the desert basically doesn't have a massive river, then it's not really a point living there unless, you have the technology like the solar, hey? Yeah. So, but this is definitely not cheap for an old car. Like almost basically $3,000, $3,000. Because $2,756.90 plus that doesn't include my car service I had today. So they're trying to say that it's going to cost me $3,000 altogether. It's like, it just irritates me because I'm like, everyone wants to say you need a car. Everyone needs to have a car. You got to get a car. And it's just like, it just upsets me that everything's got to be this constant expense, and I don't trust some of the mechanics. Yeah, that's true. You're right, Joshua, because I don't have I don't have to pay this car off. So, I mean, that's amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have a car, $500 a month car payment. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I guess when it comes to cars, you can feel like you're a slave to your bills. Like everyone feels like that, right? Not everyone, but yeah, just frustrating. And then I finally went back to the gym. And the same day I went back to the gym, someone's like, oh, I need you to help me with this. So I'm like, I haven't been able to then go back to the gym after it took me months to get the motivation and to have a clear mind to go there. And it literally, after my last live stream, I read out the whole book of Revelation. I swear I had this sudden rush of energy and focus. I swear God must have put that on me because I had this sudden funny feeling come over me. Like I just had so much energy and I could feel it. Just to read the book of Revelation, it's like I had to speak God's word. I had to share God's word as much as most people didn't want to watch that, obviously, but It felt good. And then next thing you know, the next day I'm at the gym. So anyway, 800 a month, that's crazy. 700, no way. My face isn't that red, Christian. It's just, my skin's just like that. I can't really do much about it. Everyone's always pointing at my face is red, and it's, I don't know. My skin breaks out sometimes, and I'm trying to find ways to figure out how to be healthier, like drink more juices and I haven't been drinking alcohol. So, I mean, mostly I don't really drink alcohol much anymore. So it's not that bad. It's just, I guess I'm still prone to like breakouts. Even at 45, I'm still, my skin's, I don't know. I don't understand why. Yeah, I believe in God, definitely. I just, hello, KT. But the new cars break down before hitting 100,000 miles. Really? I mean, I like my little car, because my little old car, like, they're meant to be easy to fix and run, right? But I feel like they're overcharging me because they don't like the fact that, because they're all about sales. The mechanic franchises, they're so much about sales, and they forget that some of us customers don't have much money. And so just to hit us with all these things, oh yeah, you got to get all this done, 2,000 something, like, they just say it so casually, like it's not a big deal. Like they just assume I've got $3,000 laying around, which I don't. You get what I'm saying? And that's what annoys me. Like, say it at least with a little bit of compassion. But I feel like they're not, because I feel like part of me has feeling that they're trying to overcharge me, which is unfair to do that. Yeah, we just got to try and be healthy as possible. Compassion, yeah, right. Yeah, what does the word compassion mean? Not compassion, just some general, you know, standard empathy from a mechanic. But that's what, but why? But that's dishonest, isn't it? That's actually bad work ethics, and it's fraud. It's fraud to overcharge people because you're basically stealing from them. And even worse, I'll just say in general, because I'm generalizing, I know there's probably a lot of men out there struggling financially, so it's not just women. But when I just say I'm generalizing, saying that a lot of women are earning less, are probably in worse off situation financially, and you want to rip women off, it's like, it just even annoys me even more. Yes, anyway, I'll probably get a second opinion. At least the mechanic printed out like a quote for me. So I'm going to go to another mechanic and say, I'm just wondering, like, this is my quote I got from this place, and is it necessary? I don't think that's true, Joshua. I don't agree. Well, what's a smile got to do with anything? No one cares about a smile, Joshua. If anything, sometimes you won't get a job because you're a woman. Or there's so many factors at play. It's not just. It could be they want to employ younger people. I remember handing my resume in at this place, like a retail type job, very popular franchise place. And I looking, observing, like I'm human, I can observe and see like the work culture, like, you know, what are the type of people they employ, what are their ages. And they were all mainly women that were younger. And dare I say, you know, maybe a lot of them were born here, but based on their ethnicity, I thought, you know, it's common that a lot of people from their race are generally born overseas and they migrate here. And a lot of people that migrate here can also be ripped off and not paid properly. There was a big, because what I'm saying now is actually the truth. You can look it up. 7-Eleven here got in trouble because they owed hundreds of thousands of dollars to employees that were underpaid. And a lot of the people that work at 7-Eleven are from what country? In Australia. So anyway, which was disappointing because everyone deserves to be paid properly. I don't care what country you're from, you should get paid properly. You know, don't take advantage of people because, you know, maybe they're more vulnerable, which is typical human nature, right? Sad. And so anyway, this place I did apply for a job recently, handed my resume in and never heard back from them. And I thought, well, I'm 45. It looks like the people they're employing are mainly young women, and they look like they're in their early 20s, if not younger. So I didn't have too much of a chance, you know what I mean? But it's okay, you know, I have found work. So, okay. Oh, really? I mean, look, yes, there's going to be, I mean, that can happen in general, Joshua. That can be frustrating, but that doesn't happen to everyone. Remember that. It's just the few odd people in there have a lucky day and they get away with something because that person will favor them for their gender, for how they look. Maybe that can happen, but it doesn't happen all the time. Like, your looks can sometimes work against you. Whether you're so-called considered unattractive or attractive, being unattractive or attractive or whatever can work against you for an opportunity, or, you know, what if who's you saying, your ex? What if your ex was pulled over by a female cop? The female cop may have not let her get away with it. You get what I'm saying? So, as annoying as that is, you don't always get away with things. I remember getting the train into the city once when I was like in my early 20s. And every single time I would always just get on the train and then I'd pay for my ticket in the main city area. Like, I'd get off the train and pay for it. And then I'd walk out. And no one ever told me I was doing anything wrong. And then one day I got off and they had the ticket people, like checking people's tickets. And I told them, the two guys, like, oh, I don't have a ticket. Just when I get into the main city train station, I pay for it there because that's what I've always done. And they still fined me. I mean, obviously, I would like to have thought back in my mid-20s, I looked younger and skinnier and, dare I say, more attractive, but they obviously weren't attracted to me and they're doing their job. So I was not assuming I would get away with it. I was just like, this is my first time I've so-called committed an offense and it wasn't deliberate. And they still fined me. I think they fined me. Yeah, they did. I didn't get away with it. And I thought I didn't even do anything wrong. It was an honest mistake because I thought I was allowed to do that. You know how frustrating that is? I don't know, Joshua. Yeah, exactly. One day you think, yeah, I know, it can be like that. Believe me, I don't get away with things. I mean, I don't go around trying to do anything deliberate in society. It's just that what I mean is some people can have been very unfriendly towards me on the most odd occasions, and actually really disturbs my spirit because I'll actually really be thinking hard about, like, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do for them to treat me like that? Yeah, I know. It's interesting how people work in society and people's behavioral patterns, and, you know, there's so many factors at play, right? Because it could be complex. There can be misunderstandings. People are just having a bad day. People are just trying to do their job. And, you know, maybe on a good day, they might give someone a slap on the wrist and go, or the hand, whatever you call it, and go, okay, just don't do it again. Another day, they're like, okay, I'm tired of people constantly doing this. I'm going to make sure I put my foot down and fine people, you know, so. But anywho, yeah. So weekend, Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I better go get a few things done before I keep thinking about it. Because you know, once you get things done, your anxiety sort of goes down a bit. You know, so I'm here trying to like procrastinate and chat. Yeah, mind exercise. I know. But you know, I think we've got to also focus. I know some people cliche say, "Oh, focus on the positive," but sometimes it is true. Like when you realize, okay, what positive people have I seen today? And you're like, oh, well, some people were really nice. Yeah. Oh, what's the time? 12:10 midday. 12:10 p.m. So it's just after midday, 10 minutes after midday. So yeah, the night is coming. You know how many hours? Oh, I just wish it wasn't so cloudy. Sometimes I used to say, you know, I love the cloudy, rainy weather, and lately it's just like, oh. I mean, cloudy, rainy weather during summer's good, but cloudy, rainy weather during cooler weather, not so nice. 7:10 p.m. in LA. Maybe Christian, maybe. I don't know. It's a good, interesting thing to say. Yeah, there are good people around. And some people are really helpful, like really good customer service, right? I know I keep saying I'm going to go and I'm not. Some people have really good customer service where you think, wow, like they're just a natural and they're really helpful. Like they go above and beyond to help you. Like today, while I was getting my tires, no, well, firstly, when I was getting my car serviced, I went into one of the shops. Is it Daiso? Have you heard of Daiso? It's like the Japanese brand shop. Have you heard of it? Daiso. Anyway, there's a lady working in there and she was so helpful, really wanting to like just be helpful. And I was like, wow, I can't remember the last time I've met someone at the shops that's just genuinely trying to help me, you know? It was really nice. And that's why I bought some things. Now I regret spending money because I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? I didn't buy more. You know how when you buy things that it just, your money sort of slowly decreases. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua can feel like that. Yeah, some people are genuinely helpful. Yeah, and it should, Guy. Hey, it should get rewarded because sometimes when you realize like I feel so uncomfortable going back to that place because you know how people have treated you or they just don't seem to care. I mean, they can't give you all the attention all the time, like they're just busy working. But just if their general attitude is like just to acknowledge you and just try to be professional. I know that's hard because a lot of people got so many issues in life, in their personal life, even financial life is a struggle. So imagine you're going to work and you're busy worrying about how am I going to pay my bills. Like it's the worst feeling to go to work and not feel satisfied, that like you just say, why am I working again? I'm working to improve my life, but it's not improving. So what's the point, you know? And it should get rewarded, Guy. It should get rewarded. But it is nice. It is very nice. And they sometimes make you spend more than you were supposed to or than you can afford. And it's not their fault because some are just genuinely very helpful. They're not trying to pressure you, but they'll just be like, yeah, you know, that product's actually really good. But they say it in a way like they actually just genuinely want to like let you know like what that product's about. And things were not as many. So I look at the shows from the 80s and 90s and things were not as many. Not sure what you meant. Yeah. 12. Oh my gosh. Looks like my phone's about to go flat in a minute. Oh, not as fancy. I mean, I like the 80s and 90s. I think that was the perfect amount of technology we needed. Nothing more than that. Like 90s maximum technology. beyond the 90s and forward, it's just too much. It's too much, and it just changes everything, the way humans live, you know? And it's basically a system making us human beings, a certain amount of us human beings, obsolete. Is it obsolete, the word? That's a nice way to put it. Like, making us useless. Useless, you get me? Unfortunately, because none of us are useless. It's just that when you're talking about a system that's run on money, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s and 90s. I mean, obviously, there's still bad stuff happening in those decades around the world, but the system, that is, it was a bit more, what's the word? Not so draining. Dealing with co-workers a lot that prioritize customer service were just wired that way. Yeah, customer service. You know, I remember at times when I worked in retail back in the day, and I think overall I really did like it. But I think to be able to have longevity in a job is having a permanent job and being given proper, like, time off. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, proper time off. Because I remember with one of my old jobs, I was there for about 16 months, a retail job. That was one of my last main retail jobs I had in, like, my early 30s. But those shops ended up closing. They went into, like, administration. But, you know, I liked that job, but I think eventually I had burnout. And I needed a break, as much as they probably think, oh, she's just working permanent part-time, which was, like, only 15 hours a week. I was still juggling, you know, children. You know, it was a nice amount of hours of job, like a nice amount of hours not to cause so much overwhelming stress as a mother. But eventually I still needed a break. But even after 16 months, I still had not had a proper, like, week off. And I had sort of a burnout type thing where I was not feeling good, found out my vitamin D was really low. That's the first time I ever had that. So I wasn't well. I was feeling like this is all too much. And I don't know, somehow I convinced my manager that, look, I need this week off. Like, I'm blah, blah, blah. So she allowed it. I didn't get paid for it, I don't think. Did I? I don't even remember. I don't remember. It's been so long. But for an employee to be productive, they do need an allocated time off. You know, you need to refresh. It's hard to be in a job if you're not being respected as a human being. Do you get what I'm saying? It's so hard to continue like that and be professional and happy when your morale is being chipped away at because your presence in that work industry is not taken seriously. Living out within our means. Yeah, tell me about it, Joshua. Living within your means, I found not very enjoyable. I mean, because you don't have a choice really, but even then it's like when I did say get some tax returns, after paying for my car stuff, getting a few bits and pieces for myself, for my kids, I'm like, oh crap, I've got no money left now. But it's just, money doesn't ever go far, does it? Yeah. Then I sort of was doing all little things for myself, like, okay, what do I need to get fixed before this money runs out? I need to buy things I need or sort of want. You know, like, you know how you have like your little key, what do you call it? The lock key button thingy. What's it called? Like, I had to get the battery replaced for that. And got some bits and pieces for my kids, bought them a few little clothing items, some little bits and pieces, some stuff, self-care products I needed. I needed to even say things like deep heat for my back. Deep heat. You know, you get deep heat, that, what do you call it? And you just like, everything just adds up. Key fob. I don't know. Survival, yeah. Yeah, customer service has gotten bad. Now a kid can work as a station. Not sure I knew exactly what you mean, Joshua, but survival. Yeah. Humanity has seemingly not evolved towards, what's the word? It being like paradise, and has it? Because honestly, if we evolved as the human race in humanity, there would be no such thing as homelessness. Do you get what I'm saying? But because not every single human being can evolve and be completely selfless, you know, what's the word, in a sense, like set up a system that allows every single human being to exist without having to feel guilty for it. Like, it's just a shame that like so many more people are coming homeless. I keep seeing posts about like say single mothers having to now move out of their rental and then they've got nowhere to go with their kids, and I'm like, oh my gosh. $2 million, 20 million, yeah, true, Guy. It's more like you'll need 20 million to, and even then you'd want to be very careful no scammers come across your money. Can you imagine? Imagine, Guy, you're like, yes, I've got 20 million, I can live comfortably, but you're gonna have to like make sure you secure your money properly. You don't want to be catfished by anyone, any scammers. You don't want to, you'd have to be careful. Venison and potatoes. Oh, you miss your mom. Like, that makes sense, Joshua. I miss my dad. But that does sound delicious. Some of the most simple, homemade, even cheap meals are very wholesome and satisfying, and you feel so grateful for, you know. Like one of the cheap meals we used to make, maybe in like, when was it? Mid-20s. You know, went back to the whole stay-at-home parent stuff. It was very hard at times. You know, and on certain days after you've had to pay certain unexpected miscellaneous bills. I remember a really good cheap meal, excuse me, that tastes really good is, you know, you fry up onion with canned tomato, and you mix in, either you scramble the eggs first and you mix a lot of eggs in with the tomato and the onion, whether you want to add like some flavors like dried oregano or chili or some type of herbs, spices, salt. And you just have that with rice and it just tastes so good. Yeah, eggs. Yeah. The smaller the group, the easier to be selfless. You can. Yeah, no, I suppose, isn't there a saying, like, someone said to me, like, charity begins at home, right? And sometimes you want to, like, help everyone else. You want to be like, okay, I should donate, like, money here and there to a charity, but then, you know, because everything pulls on your heartstrings sometimes. Yes, eggs, tomato, onion, and rice, yes. Or even just, like, I just love simple baked beans on toast, preferably with lots of cheese and